So, it's the third time I'm now recording this. I've been interrupted twice. We need to stop glorifying coming into work no matter what pain you are in. Just no matter what, and giving our all to this workplace to men that really at the end of the day don't really care about you. Okay? I had a friend, like, she's one of those coworkers where, like, y'all are like closer, but like y'all ain't really friends like that yet. And so I was just like, she asked me what was wrong because you could see it on my face. I went to ICE, and there are certain points in my job where I won't like sit there and go, well, I'll just be like, and by the ice machine is one of those places. And I saw her, and she's just like, she had looked at me closely. She's like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I just got a migraine, and there's an old injury that seems to just be re-aggravated. I think it's just from carrying the trays." It's really I think it's a combination of both that and spiritual warfare, because it feels like it's been sprained, and it's adding to the migraine. But I'll be fine. God, pray against it. I'll be fine. Literally, I'll be fine. So, but she had come to me later, because sorry how each other's day. We were talking about things, and then we just, part ways to both had to do her job. And I was like filling up the condiments, and she comes over to me. She goes, "I really admire you." I was just like, "For what?" And mind you, I was really weirded out by this, because I'm like, I don't want to be admired. No, like, you can go admire anybody. It's going to be God, okay? Don't admire me. I'm just vessel. Like, I'm just a man. Well, I'm just a woman, okay? But she continued to go on. She's like, "I admire you. Like, you come into work, you try and be yourself, no matter like even though when you're experiencing pain and whatnot." And she was just like, "I'm just such a baby. I call out whenever I'm not feeling good." I was just like, I don't think you should sit there and try to work no matter what pain you are. And if you're in pain, you shouldn't work. Like, if you you should not have, you shouldn't be working if you're in pain. And I had told her, I was just like, I have a high pain tolerance to most. And I kind of just told her about some of the things that, like, God delivered me from, very briefly, like, because I used to deal with a lot of health issues, and then I also told her that, I told her that, thanks to God, I really don't deal with those things anymore, but that, just left me with a higher pain tolerance. And the conversation kind of continued from there. And then I just sat there. I was just like, people are really willing to give more to men than they are to God. And I think it's insane, because men don't care about you like that. I'm not joking. Like, my last job, I had to fight with a manager to go home, and I had stayed 2 hours extra, because I had to. And I had such a bad migraine. I wasn't upset. I had no emotions. I just felt like crud. I had tears uncontrollably streaming down my face, and I was made to work like that. And then later on, I had to fight with the manager. I had to tell him, "I'm not just trying to go home because I want to. You can ask so-and-so." I had tears streaming down my face. I can barely function right now. I stayed 2 extra hours. I could have gone home there, right then and there, if I wanted to, because I almost did. I'm not just trying to go home just because. Like, you also don't need me right now. You got no games, you got no sports games going on. Like, I had to fight. I had to argue with this man. I have never had a time where God has told me to go work when I felt that, like when I'm hurting, like especially like that. Not once. I think it's crazy. I think this is so freaking crazy because we want to give our all to men, but we don't want to give our all to God. Ain't that crazy? That's wild. And mind you, this is how they treated a certain group of people back in the day. This is how they treated people who people felt were beneath them back in the day. Catch it. If you don't know what I'm trying to say, catch it. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it, slaves. Catch it. So I just think it's interesting. I think it's crazy that this is glorified. This is glorified. That's crazy. That's insane. That is insane. And if you are up in here doing that, you need to go repent because you're treating your job like it's a god. Your job is now your idol. People don't understand is that idols can be anything. Your phone can be an idol. Sports can be your idol. Golfing can be your idol. Soccer can be your idol. Things while watching TV can be your idol. Books can be your idol. Making yourself look pretty can be an idol. There's all these things that can be idols in people's lives. And one of the most common things that I see nowadays that are idols is your job and your phone. It's not. It's not God. Like God can't be an idol, but you know what I mean. Like you're putting these things in front of like over God when God should be the center of everything. Like you can work yourself to death if you want. We have the freedom of choice, but God does not want that for you. Never has. And if you look in the Bible, his people, I'm talking like Moses, Jesus, his apostles, they all worked for God. They didn't work for man. They all worked for God. And guess what, too? Guess what? Jesus was a carpenter. That's how he made money. Your gifts will make room for you. So, quit glorifying it, and make sure that the God in your life is God. I hope this blesses whoever sees this, and I hope this gets. I pray that whoever needs to see this will see it, and it will touch their heart. But y'all gotta be careful, man.